Here are 3 reasons to vote for Donald Trump if you are in family court. With the recent stir in the presidential election and President Joe Biden stepping aside and supporting Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee for president, I think it's a key time to talk about reasons why you should vote for Donald Trump if you're involved in family court, if you support fathers, and if you support equal and shared parenting. Number 1, Republicans in various states, including Texas, have shown the willingness to make equal and shared parenting a platform issue. Now, what does this mean? This means the party in that state is prioritizing the issue of family court and the impact family court has on men and children. So in the state of Texas and a few others, right now on their party platform, the Republican Party as a whole is supporting equal and shared parenting. What does this mean? This means that states that are majority Republican are infinitely more likely to pass equal and shared parenting laws. As of today, sitting here in July of 2024, 5 states, 10% of the United States, have equal and shared parenting laws on their books. Those states are Kentucky, who passed theirs in 2018, and then we have West Virginia, Missouri, and Florida that have these equal and shared parenting laws on their books. What is one common feature of these states? All of these states are Republican controlled at the state level. 4 of the 5 are supermajority Republican states. So if you support equal and shared parenting, you hope to have equal and shared parenting in all 50 states in the next decade. We are going to need more conservative voices at the state level. Number 2, many of Donald Trump's top policy advisors are either in support of equal and shared parenting and some Title IV-D reform, or they are very, very friendly to our community. Now, I've had the opportunity to have conversations with individuals who are involved in these policy decisions, that are involved in the policy making. The Republican Party and groups attached to the Republican Party have shown a willingness to give a platform to supporters of equal and shared parenting. A big part of our issue is educating the general public on the issues that we see day in and day out in family court. Unfortunately, while I see equal and shared parenting, I see fathers' rights, I see children's rights as a bipartisan issue, the Democratic Party has not given the issue the same type of platform. And without having that same platform, it's going to be impossible to get legislators from that party behind the issue to help get it passed in some of these supermajority blue or majority blue states. And our third reason why you should vote for Donald Trump and other Republicans in the upcoming election are the laws that Democratic legislators in many states are putting out there. Just here in the state of California, we had an absolutely unhinged law passed not just through our assembly, but also through our Senate that was luckily vetoed by Gavin Newsom. This law, in short, stated that if a child of any age, there was no qualifier, there was no fence, there was no anything, stated that they were of the other gender, and the parent did not immediately affirm this selection of gender, then that could be considered child abuse. So if your child went to a school counselor and said, "I'm a girl," despite biologically being male, and they stated that my dad tells me that that is not true and that I'm a boy, that school counselor or that teacher, who's a mandatory reporter in the state of California, would be required to call the Department of Child and Family Services, and you would be investigated. And under the family code, the custody could be stripped away from you on an ex parte basis because you did not immediately support and affirm the gender choice of your child. Now, luckily, we've seen laws such as in the state of Texas pass where they find that children are not of the mental capacity to make changes to their gender and go through gender reassignment. And I think that's a positive step in the right direction. But some states, especially our supermajority blue states, are very dangerous to the rights of not just fathers, but also to the rights and the well-being of our children. So, as you can see, there's nothing directly related to Donald Trump in this. These three reasons have nothing to do with his policy specifically or issues he's spoken on. But right now, without a doubt, the Republican Party is the most father-friendly party, and they're giving a platform to many of the leaders in our movement in equal and shared parenting and fathers' rights to be able to educate legislators, to be able to educate the general public. And that's going to allow us to create the next generation of legislative leaders that are going to be able to pass laws that are truly in the best interest of children and the family. So in short, my decision has been made. Come November, I'm going to be voting for Donald Trump and the Republican Party. It has less to do with Donald Trump's policies, it has less to do with Kamala Harris's policies, and more to do with the Republican Party as a whole and the priority they are putting on equal and shared parenting and fixing some of the broken pieces we have in family court across this country.